They made it look easy. That was the dive that sealed the deal. Another gold medal for Canada at the Pan Am Games. Montreal's Meaghan Benfeito and Roseline Filion from Laval, Quebec, topped the competition in women's 10-meter platform synchronized diving. It was the second medal of the Games for both of them. Filion won silver, Benfeito took bronze in the women's 10-meter individual event on Sunday. And they're in studio with us. Congratulations. Let's start there. Journalists are always told don't ask people how they feel, but let me ask you, how does it feel? You've got 2 medals apiece in front of you, but most importantly, the gold that you share. So Meaghan, let me ask you first, what was it like?
It was fun. This is probably going to sound really bad, but it wasn't our best competition of the year. We made mistakes. We're a little unsatisfied with it, but happy enough to come out with the gold in front of a home crowd that was absolutely outstanding. Even when we missed we made mistakes on those 2 dives, the crowd was going crazy, and I think that's what really motivated us for our last dive.
It's interesting because when you were both speaking with David Amber a little earlier, which we showed our audience, I think it was you, Meaghan, you were saying that the audience cheering for you didn't intimidate you or panic you, but it was helpful. Tell me about that.
It was definitely helpful. They were there throughout the entire competition. When we were moving down ranking throughout the events, they were still cheering loud, even louder to make us feel good and confident to do a really good and solid last dive, and they really helped us the best that they can. It was an incredible moment for us.
And it wasn't a cakewalk because you were trailing Brazil, I believe, as you came up to that last dive. So when we watch you guys edge out onto the boards like that, I can't really imagine what's in your mind. What are you thinking that propels you to perform like that?
Well, usually I'm the one that'll say to Rosie, because Rosie doesn't look at the scoreboard, so she didn't know that we were trailing. I knew that we were behind by 2 points, but usually I'm the one to say, like, okay, we got this. Our last dive is our last dive because it's the best one. But this time it was her. She's like, okay, we're gonna stop fooling around. It's ours. We're home, and we know how to do it, and that's exactly what we did. We stayed calm. Like you said, the crowd really helped us. As soon as we would get onto the platform, the sound was just incredible. We looked at each other, and we were like, okay, we got this, and that's exactly what we did.
How do you know if it's worked? Because as we watch you diving, you're not looking at each other. You're both so focused on finding your own points and making sure your dive is good. When do you have that moment of realization? Is it when you come up from the water and look at each other? Like, were you good? Were you good?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we could, like, look at the crowd and see how loud they were cheering and say, okay, that was loud, so it's probably a good dive. But usually we come out of the water, look at each other like, okay, you got it, I got it, okay, we're good. Yeah.
And now, I can't believe you guys don't even really get a chance to relax. You were saying to me that you're done with this competition, on to the next one. So give me a sense of where you're going.
Yeah. We're going home tonight, relax tomorrow, and then we're off for a training camp in Rome for 4 days, and then we are off to World Championships in Russia to try to open the spots for Canada for the Rio Olympics.
Because you have not yet locked the spot for Rio, right?
No, synchro didn't count as an opportunity to open the spot for Canada, so we have jobs to do in a couple of weeks in Russia.
An incredible momentum, though, because this was a pretty good field to be competing against, a good sense of where you stand, I think.
Of course, it was a great opportunity for us to compete those dives with a lot of pressure and a lot of people watching, and it's the best way to train ourselves to get into World Championships.
Well, if you'd hold up those medals, I think it's time you guys walk with a little swagger. That's pretty good hardware. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for making time in what's a very tight schedule to come in and talk to us.
Anytime.